Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules today to send my father on his final journey. The memorial ceremony begins now.
Xianhe, we're late. Children, hurry up and bow to your father.
Everyone, I'm Zhou Jianchen. This is my mother, Dai Jinyao. We are all the biological children of Mr. Zhou Tianhe. I'm here to do two things. First, to mourn my father. Second, to take back what we rightfully deserve.
Father passed away early, but as his children, we should at least know his final arrangements, shouldn't we?
Yes, it's the inheritance. We are also members of the Zhou family. We have the right to share the property. It can't all be taken by her alone. Miss Zhou, are they really Mr. Zhou's illegitimate children?
Miss Zhou, were you aware of this? How will the inheritance be distributed?
Today is my father's funeral. Please let him rest in peace.
What? Don't you dare admit it? Guilty conscience? They are definitely the biological children of Mr. Zhou Tianhe. There's no doubt about it.
Elder sister, you have to give everyone an explanation today.
Today is my father's funeral. Family matters will be handled later.
Miss Zhou, are they really all illegitimate children?
Miss Zhou, how will the inheritance be distributed?
Miss Zhou, are they really all illegitimate children?
Miss Zhou, how will the inheritance be distributed?
We'll discuss it later. No way. Who knows what tricks you'll play behind our backs? Today, no, right now. You have to make the inheritance matter clear to me in front of everyone. Qianhe is watching from heaven.
That's right. I'm the eldest son, and I have the right to know everything about the company. I want to see the group's report immediately. Who knows if she'll take the money and run away?
Elder sister, you're so arrogant. Do you think you can brush us off with just, we'll discuss it later? Father's body is still cold. Do you want to take the entire Zhou family for yourself? You're being way too greedy.
Exactly. Don't think you're superior just because you're the legitimate daughter. We're also Dad's children. We deserve every penny that's ours. You want to embezzle it? No way! Miss Zhou, is what your brother said true? Do you really want to embezzle the inheritance?
Miss Dai, how do you prove their identity and right to inheritance?
Evidence. They themselves are living evidence. Look at their facial features. They're exactly like Qianhe when he was young. Zhou Feilin, why don't you say something? Have you lost your voice, or did we hit the nail on the head?
I'll say it again. This is a mourning hall.
Elder sister, stop using father as an excuse. If you can't explain this matter clearly today, you won't even be able to finish the funeral.
Everyone is watching here. If you keep stalling and avoiding this, it's hard for everyone not to suspect you have something to hide.
Fine. Since you want to discuss family matters at this time and place, then please ask Lawyer Chen to come over.
Everyone, I'm Chen Mingyu, Mr. Zhou Tianhe's personal lawyer. Entrusted by Mr. Zhou Tianhe during his lifetime, I am now publicly reading part of the clauses regarding inheritance distribution in accordance with his will. I, Zhou Tianhe, after careful consideration, hereby make my will as follows: all my divisible assets, including real estate, cash, deposits, stocks, bonds, and all other divisible properties under my name shall be inherited jointly by my eldest daughter, Zhou Feilin, and other legal heirs.
Did you hear that? Did you all hear that? Other legal heirs, that's us. That's definitely us.
Mom, what did I tell you? Dad has us in his heart.
This is wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Did you hear that, Zhou Feilin? We are also heirs. Don't even think about embezzling Dad's property. We have our share. Ms. Dai, if that's the case, then do you and your children all have the right to inherit?
Of course. It's written in black and white. Legal heirs. How could it be fake? Qianhe is acknowledging us. Zhou Feilin, what else do you have to say? It's time to distribute the money to us, right?
Since the lawyer has now finished reading the will as legal heirs, I have the right to initiate the property division immediately.
Very well. Since father has made arrangements, we shall proceed in accordance with the law. Father would never make such arrangements to split the Zhou family apart. Could there be another hidden reason?
Hello, good morning, everyone. From now on, I, Zhou Junqin, need to get familiar with everything here. After all, I'm also a legal heir. Mom, look how impressive your son is.
Of course. This is what a son of mine deserves. From now on, we'll come to work here every day. Absolutely.
Get me a cup of coffee. Make it the most expensive one.
Fool.
Bro, stay calm. Don't forget our purpose for being here.
He's being rude.
Let's go, let's go.
Dear veterans and elders, starting today, I, Zhou Junqin, will officially take over the company's management. After all, I'm also one of the legal heirs. I've reviewed all the company's indicators, but I think some departments need adjustments. First of all, the market management. Its efficiency is too low. I think we can replace the project manager. My brother is very suitable for this position. Also, the head of the finance department needs to be replaced. I think my mom can take this role temporarily.
Mr. Zhou Junqin, this is Zhou Group, not a vegetable market. Personnel appointments and dismissals are decided by the board of directors. The marketing department is the core of the company, and the finance department allows no carelessness at all. This can't be changed with just one word from you.
Director Shu is right. Mr. Zhou, you've only been here a few days. You shouldn't be telling people what to do. What you should do is go to the marketing department to get familiar with the business. We've worked hard with Chairman Zhou for decades. We know what's important.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You're using your seniority to bully others, aren't you? Then there's no point in talking. I'm a legal heir now, and I have the right to manage all the company's affairs. Do you only listen to her?
Uncle Shu, Uncle Lee, you're veterans of the company with rich experience. Junqin has just started to get in touch with the company, so he's a bit impatient. Well, since you want to participate, there's an old commercial district renovation project in the east of the city. It has low risks and is suitable for you to practice.
Fine. I'll let you all see my capabilities. Mom, let's go.
Have you heard? As soon as Zhou Junqin arrived, he banged the table at Director Shu, and he even wanted to put his relatives in the marketing department.
Absolutely, he's way too arrogant. Miss Zhou actually let him take over the project in the east of the city. Though it's not a big project, it's still the group's asset. Is she scared?
Who knows? It feels like Miss Zhou has been backing down a bit lately. Is she worried that those legal heirs will really take away too much? I think her days ahead will be tough.
Shh, keep your voice down. Don't let anyone hear.
Director Zhou, the news has spread, and everyone is guessing your intentions. I've already sent the project documents for the East City to Zhou Junqin. Besides, the person you asked me to keep an eye on has made moves.
The connections behind him should also surface soon. Keep a close eye on Zhou Junqin and the East City project. Don't miss a single movement of funds. Inform the audit department, and let them strictly check all transactions and fund flows related to him. Check carefully and make it clear.
Okay, Director Zhou, do we need to restrict his authority?
No need. Doesn't he like to put on a show? We'll let him perform to his heart's content. Let him think this stage is all his. Soon he'll find out who the real winner in this game is.
Sister, are you still busy? I brought you a cup of coffee to refresh yourself.
Thanks.
I just thought you've been working too hard these days. Having to deal with company matters and all those rumors. Dad passed away so suddenly. I really regret not coming back earlier. I wonder if he said anything in his last days.
Dad left peacefully in the end.
Oh, is that so? Hey, sister, you've been by Dad's side for so many years. Did you ever hear him mention anything special? Like, overseas trusts? Hey, I just heard Dad's old friend mention something about a trust fund in passing. I don't really know the details either.
All of Dad's financial arrangements during his lifetime were handled solely by lawyer Chen. If you're interested, you can go ask him.
This was just a casual question. We're family now, so we should look out for each other too. The rumors outside are really outrageous now. Saying things like you're too tough and can't tolerate me.
Does it matter what others say? What matters is what you do. Dad's passing was quite sudden too. You should learn more from this experience.
Yes, Dad passed away suddenly, but the funeral went quite smoothly. Thanks to you taking charge, sister.
It was quite smooth.
Hey, sister, I still have something to do. You can drink the coffee first. I'll leave now. Hello, Mom. It's terrifying. She seems to know everything. All right, you be careful over there too, okay?
Lin Jian, go check all the trust funds my father set up overseas during his lifetime, especially those around the time my mother Shen Yaji passed away.
Keep it absolutely confidential. Yes.
Phelan, according to seniority, you should call me Aunt Di. I asked you out today because I want to have a sincere chat with you. It really breaks my heart to see you and your siblings getting along like this.
Aunt Di, just say what you have to say.
All right, then I'll be straightforward. Qianhe is gone, leaving such a huge mess, and there are some things that are hard to explain clearly. Regarding your mother Shen Yazi's death, the hospital report back then might not have been that clean. Scared? Don't be afraid, Aunt Di is doing this all for your own good. As long as you promise me to make the inheritance distribution fair, give us what we rightfully deserve. Especially to secure a Cheng's position in the group, I promise to keep those old trivial matters to myself forever. If not, the media is very interested in the private affairs of wealthy families.
Aunt Di, when you talk about these old secrets, my mother Shen Yazi passed away very peacefully, and that should be attributed to the care of the doctors and nurses. But you contacted his attending doctor, Director Liu, frequently in the months before my father's death, even when his life was in critical danger. What was that all about? Aunt Di, think about the consequences before you say something, especially about things that you yourself might not be clean of.
Get the trust documents ready. This Zhou Phelan is not easy to deal with. Inform them. We're ready to force a showdown.
Zhou Phelan, look at this. Take a good look.
Sister, I never thought Dad loved us this much. $2 billion and $100 million US dollars, and we get living expenses every month. It turns out Father loved us so much. Even us kids from outside. We mean a lot to him.
Zhou Phelan, what else do you have to say? Tianhe used this trust to clearly acknowledge the identities of these 3 children. It's more useful than any will. This is irrefutable evidence.
Tell us, when are you going to divide the property for us? The trust fund is here. It's enough to prove we're father's children. Besides, the will last time also said we have the right to inherit.
Dad loves me this much. You can't hold on to the company all by yourself, can you? I want to join the board of directors, and I want to manage the most profitable department. From now on, we should be the ones calling the shots in this company.
The trust is here, and the will last time also stated that we have property, shares, and a stake in the company. Sort this out right now, immediately. Zhou Phelan, be proactive and hand over the core business.
I know about this trust fund. Father had his own arrangements when he set it up back then. Who knows if he didn't set it up just to appease you or hold you back. Right now, the group's overall interests come first. This isn't a place for you to throw a tantrum and grab money.
Appease? Zhou Phelan, it seems you really want to take Zhou Group all for yourself. Let me tell you, no way.
Elder sister's overall interests. I'm afraid that's just your own ambition.
Director Zhou, do we need to have these people who are making trouble in the group escorted out?
No need. I'm waiting for a call.
Escort us out. Zhou Phelan, do you really think Zhou Group is all yours?
Still waiting for a call? Director Zhou, don't tell me you think one phone call can turn the tables?
You won't hand over power, is that it, Zhou Phelan? Then don't blame me for being ruthless. I have something here that can cost you your life. Open your eyes wide and take a good look. Take a good look. All of you come in and take good photos. Let everyone in the city see the true face of this Miss Zhou. Hurry up and shoot! Hurry up and shoot.
Director Zhou, Ms. Dai accuses you of transferring the group's assets through the Southern City project. What's your explanation?
Explanation? What explanation does she have? This agreement has her signature. This is irrefutable evidence. She's just a parasite, a bloodsucker trying to drain the Zhou family dry.
We just want a bite to eat from what father left behind. But we never thought elder sister would be so ruthless. Please, everyone, help us get justice.
Director Zhou, is the signature on this document authentic? Did you abuse your authority to harm Zhou Group's assets? Please answer directly.
Zhou Group is in such a serious deficit. Do you feel guilty towards the shareholders and employees? How do you still have the qualification to sit in this position? Did you hear that, Zhou Feilin? Hurry up and hand over what's rightfully ours. Otherwise, we'll ruin your reputation.
Hey, get closer, take more shots. Let her ugly face become famous all over the country.
Mom.
The source of these documents is illegal, and the evidence is completely fabricated. The audit report of the Southern City project.
Fabricated? Zhou Feilin, stop quibbling. Confess in front of the camera, hand over all the power and money that belong to us, and get out of the Zhou family. Otherwise, tomorrow's headline will be the news of your public disgrace.
Hello? All right, proceed as planned.
Zhou Feilin, keep pretending. Keep pretending like one phone call can save you. Sign this and get out.
Director Zhou, is this call part of crisis public relations? Are you hiding any truth?
Why are you wasting words with her? Zhou Feilin, hurry up and hand over the property. Stop struggling in vain.
Elder sister, leave some dignity for yourself. Don't let the reporters take photos of you being dragged out by security in such an embarrassing state.
Embarrassing? I think it's you who should be embarrassed. This trust fund you treat like your lifeline. From now on, all payments will be permanently suspended. You won't get a single penny.
Suspended? Are you fucking crazy?
How dare you? That's what father left us. What right do you have?
Where's the money? Where's my money? Zhou Feilin, where did you put my money?
Zhou Feilin, have you lost your mind? That's the money Ken-hee left for the children. How dare you suspend it? I'll sue you. I'll ruin your reputation.
Ruin my reputation? Let me tell you why I can do this. Because I'm the only legal heir of Zhou Group. Because I'm the sole executor of father's will, I have the right to check all suspicious asset flows. Lin Jian, now kick them out. They're not welcome here.
Yes, sir.
Get out!
Friends from the press, if you slander Zhou Group like they did, I don't mind using legal means to play with you.
What? Frozen? Why the hell did you freeze my card? Do you know who I am? Hello? Hello? Even the bank dares to bully me now.
My bank card has been frozen too. The ladies group invited me for a massage this afternoon, and I can't even afford the parking fee. This is so frustrating.
What's all the noise about? What's all the noise about? Now you're in a panic. Where were you earlier?
Mom, if you can pawn those jewelry and accessories of yours, pawn them first to get by. Brother, the lawyer's letter is useless. If she dared to suspend the trust, it means her procedures don't have major flaws. Maybe the trust documents themselves are problematic.
Junshin, you're the eldest son. You have to think of a way. We can't let her bully us like this. Hey, sue her. Go make a scene at her company. Let everyone see her true colors.
Right. Go block her office at the company. If she doesn't give us money, she sure as hell won't have an easy time either.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Sue? With what? Make a scene? Go ahead and make a scene. Who will pay attention to you? Do you have money? Where's the money? Before, we spent hundreds of thousands of US dollars a month without a care. Now? We can't even afford the rent for a shabby house. Zhou Feilin, you're so ruthless.
Ruthless? She is just cutting off my lifeline. We underestimated her before. We thought we could win with the trust documents, but what happened? Our fates are now in her hands.
Oh no. Are we gonna end up sleeping on the streets? Ken-hee, look at what your daughter has done.
Mom, where's your limited edition bag? Sell it to get through the emergency.
I don't have it.
No? Did you secretly take it to pawn yesterday?
No. The maid must have stolen it. Oh, it's all Zhou Feilin's fault. She's the one who caused this.
Zhou Feilin, do you think cutting off our money means we're done? Everyone has weaknesses. The more airtight you seem, the deeper you're hiding that weakness. Shenyazi, Zhou Qianhe, and you, I will definitely find it.
Director Zhou, this is Lawyer Wang.
Hello, Miss Zhou.
Lawyer Wang, sorry for disturbing you so late. Please have a seat.
This matter is of great importance, so it's only right. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wang Zhenbang, and I'm the most trusted personal legal advisor of Mr. Zhou Qianhe. Lawyer Chen Mingyuan, who appeared at the funeral earlier, is just a member of my team and is responsible for handling public affairs. 3 days before Mr. Zhou passed away, he signed this final will while he was fully conscious, with 3 independent doctors present as witnesses. The entire process is supported by complete video recordings and medical certification documents. The core clause of the will clearly states, all personal property, equity under Mr. Zhou Qianhe's name, and control of the company shall be unconditionally and exclusively inherited by his eldest daughter, Ms. Zhou Feilin, alone. No one else, regardless of blood relationship or in any name, has the right to inherit.
Why are you only bringing this out now?
Mr. Zhou gave strict orders that I could only appear and hand over the will 1 month after his death. Once you had fully taken control of the group's core operations and eliminated some threats. At the same time, I must remind you that Dai Jingyao's side has been trying to find this document through Chen Mingyuan, and they will soon track down my temporary residence.
I understand. Lawyer Wang Linjian, send Lawyer Wang to the safest place for accommodation.
Yes, Director Zhou.
Miss Zhou, you must be very careful. They are extremely anxious. They might do anything.
Good that they're anxious. The more anxious they are, the more anxious we'll make them.
Lawyer Wang, please.
Then, Ms. Zhou, I'll take my leave first.
Lawyer Wang.
The fish have entered the net.
Ms. Dai, I heard you got a new will. Is that true?
Mr. Zhou Junshin, do you know the content of the new will? Will the inheritance be redistributed?
Dear friends from the media, these Mr. Zhou and Ms. Zhou beside me are the true heirs Mr. Zhou Qianhe intended. This document in my hand is the latest and final will signed by Mr. Zhou Qianhe before his death. It completely supersedes all previous wills.
That's right, the previous will was fake. That will was a trick played by Zhou Feilin and the lawyer designed to deceive everyone and seize the Zhou family's property.
Qianhe told me personally before he died that his biggest worry was his 3 children. This new will is his greatest wish. He wants all the inheritance to be equally divided among my children.
We just want justice and to get what rightfully belongs to us. We hope everyone can uphold justice.
Yes, let's go.
Hey, Mr. Zhou. Mr. Zhou.
Director Zhou, they really came up with a forged new will. I checked that lawyer Zhang. He's someone who specializes in walking legal tightropes and has a terrible reputation. The current public opinion is very unfavorable to us.
They're just clowns.
Should we hold a press conference to clarify immediately or let Lawyer Wang come forward?
No need. Let the bullets fly for a while. The more they make a fuss, the more complete our evidence chain will be.
But public opinion?
Public opinion? The law only believes in irrefutable evidence. The more realistic their forgery is, the harder they'll fall in the end. Just wait and watch the show.
Director Zhou, Ms. Dai, and the others, along with that lawyer Zhang, are forcing their way in. I can't stop them.
Let them come up.
Director Zhou, please take a look at this document.
You can't come in. You can't come in. You can't come in. You can't come in.
Ms. Zhou Feilin, excuse the interruption. On behalf of Ms. Dai Jinyao, Mr. Zhou Junqin, Ms. Zhou Jiarui, and Mr. Zhou Junsheng, I formally present to you a copy of the final will certificate signed by Mr. Zhou Qianhei during his lifetime.
Feilin, it's time to settle some matters once and for all. Qian's will clearly states that all his inheritance shall be jointly inherited by you 4 siblings to be divided equally. It doesn't conflict with the will you had earlier.
Elder sister, it's in black and white with father's handwritten signature, and lawyer Zhang notarized the entire process. Your will is too vague. Cooperate with the division now, and everyone can keep their dignity.
Sister, we should respect father's wish. You've been in sole charge of power these years. It must have been tough. Now, us younger siblings should share the burden for you, shouldn't we? The group's affairs are complicated. You might be overwhelmed alone. Why not step down and take a break?
Cut the crap. The will is here. The property, shares, and company control must all be handled according to father's wishes. Don't waste everyone's time.
This is indeed father's handwriting. But lawyer Zhang, are you sure father signed this with his own hand?
Ms. Zhou, I guarantee with my professional reputation that the signing process was legal and compliant in every aspect. Mr. Zhou was of sound mind and signed with his own hand. Your doubt about the handwriting is unfounded. This is not only disrespectful to the facts, but also a profanity against the law. I suggest you accept reality and stop making pointless struggles.
The paternity test report will arrive soon, and it will prove that these 3 are Qianhei's most beloved children. Your stubbornness now will only make you seem ignorant of the times. Be dignified. Signing this will be good for everyone. Feilin, there's only one result. Junchen, Junsheng, Jiarui, they are all Qianhei's biological children, and you are too, of course. But when it comes to the closeness of blood ties, people's hearts naturally have preferences. How can a girl like you support such a big ship as Zhou Group?
Elder sister, when father set up the trust fund back then, the beneficiaries were the 3 of us. Now these 2 wills also clearly state that we are placed in the position of equal heirs. So what does that mean? Father's meaning is that you are not irreplaceable.
Elder sister, we have been overseas all these years, so you were asked to manage the company on our behalf. Now that we are all back, you, as the temporary manager, should return the property and rights that father entrusted to you to their rightful owners, shouldn't you?
Stop stalling and hand them over quickly. It's just a matter of signing a document and holding a board meeting. Don't force us to be ruthless.
Before returning them, some matters should also be settled. Take a look at this document. It's only part of what I have. I hold something that can ruin your reputation, make you unable to gain a foothold in the business world, and even make you unable to hold your head up.
It's enough to drive you out of Zhou Group and out of this circle. Do you dare to bet on the consequences after this gift is exposed?
Why waste words with her? Zhou Feilin, let me tell you, if you take the initiative to step down and resign immediately, we can still leave you with a shred of dignity for the sake of our blood relationship. Otherwise, once that gift is sent out, you won't even have the chance to kneel and beg for mercy. Let alone ruining your reputation. That's already the lightest punishment.
Ms. Zhou Feilin, my client holds key evidence that is sufficient to upend your life. Once this evidence is submitted to the board of directors, regulatory authorities, and even the entire society, what you will face is not just the loss of all positions and jobs, but a complete social death and incalculable legal consequences. The century-old reputation of Zhou Group will also suffer an indelible stain because of you personally, which is presumably the last thing Mr. Zhou would want to see from heaven. Taking the initiative to step back is your most dignified choice.
Feilin, sign it. For the dignity of Zhou Group, and for the soul of your mother Shen Yaji in heaven, Don't let your mother watch her daughter's reputation be ruined from above.
Good. Very good. I will not sign this will. The DNA test report will be out soon. Are you in such a hurry?
Fine. Then we'll wait for the test report to come out. Let's see how you can squirm then.
After strict comparison by our institution, the comparison results between the submitted samples and the biological samples of Mr. Zhou Tianhe during his lifetime show that Mr. Zhou Junqin, Miss Zhou Jiarui, and Mr. Zhou Jungsun are indeed the biological children of Mr. Zhou Tianhe. This report is true and valid.
Did you hear that? All of you heard that. They are Tianhe's biological children. It's truly divine justice.
Now the truth is out. Someone tried to erase our existence and seize the Zhou family's property. But now the evidence is irrefutable. What else do you have to say?
Sister, you have nothing to say this time, right? Dad is watching you from heaven.
Did you hear that? We are the real prince and princess. Your fake will should be voided immediately. The company and family assets are all ours.
That's right. Zhou Feilin, you should give up now, shouldn't you? Hand over everything. And maybe we'll leave you some living expenses out of consideration for our blood relationship?
Sister, stop quibbling. This DNA report is like a royal edict.
Of course I know you are father's biological children. This report was given to me by father when he was still alive. It's much earlier than the one you have today.
Impossible.
This report not only confirms the parentage, but also contains some very interesting things. I believe you and all the media will be very interested in them. Enjoy your temporary victory, because the truth is often crueler than blood ties.
Speed it up. I want to see the marketing department's report next week. The Star Glory Future City project is my first major success in the group, so it can only succeed, not fail.
Brother, the initial investment is so huge. Isn't this too fast? After all, we took over this project by force.
Too fast? The bigger the storm, the more valuable the fish. Sister, what a great project this is. A high-end tech community, it's a sure profit. Zhou Feilin is such a conservative. What does she know? She's just jealous that I'm better than her.
Director Zhou, this is the resource list approved by General Manager Zhou Feilin, including the approval for the right to use the land in the southern part of the city you requested, and part of the startup funds.
Good for her to know her place. She understands she can't stop me, so she might as well do me a favor. Fine. See that? Even she has to make way for me. This project is the first step for me, Zhou Junqin, to climb to the top.
Brother, elder sister Feilin was so straightforward. Could there be a trick?
What's there to fear? We have the project in our hands. As long as the resources she approved are real, once this project is successful, she'll only have herself to blame for crying. By then, the entire group will have to follow my lead, Zhou Junqin. What? 500 million? And it's just the intention deposit? Good. Keep building the momentum. I want everyone in the city to know how capable I, Zhou Junqin, am. Did you hear that? 500 million. And it's just the intention deposit. When would you ever make this much money following that conservative Zhou Feilin? Work hard with me, and you'll have a bright future. Bonuses will be doubled.
Brother, congratulations. You made the right move with this step.
Zhou Feilin, father, I'll make you all see my strength clearly. I'm the only one who deserves to be the heir of Zhou Group.
Director Zhou, the land transfer procedures for the Southern City plot have been completed. The fund flow monitoring of the Star Glory project shows that Zhou Junqin is increasing investment and financing.
Let him add leverage. The higher he lifts it, the better. Isn't this the folk remedy used to nurse my mother back to health in the late stage of her illness? What a kind-hearted folk remedy. Daijin Yao, it's really you. Lin Jan, go check immediately all the medication records of my mother in the 6 months before her death. And trace the source of each dose of medicine. Also, check all the medical staff who had access to her medications. In addition, focus on investigating the person who gave her that folk remedy, compile the most detailed report, and go now. Remember, it must be absolutely confidential. Mom, it's time for us to settle this debt.
Now broadcasting the entertainment headline. The head of Zhou Group has a chaotic private life, and stock price fluctuations are suspected to be caused by poor management.
Zhou Feilin, where have you put the Zhou family's honor and the foundation of Zhou Group? The market value evaporated by over 10 billion overnight. Can you take responsibility for this?
This is not an accident. It is a systemic risk caused by your improper personal behavior and poor crisis management. Shareholders are now losing trust one after another, and the market has completely lost confidence in us. You are the root cause of all this.
Elder sister, you have failed in personal ethics and lost all public trust. The authenticity of the photos no longer matters. The market's reaction is the most real judgment. The longer you stay in this position, the faster you will accelerate Zhou Group's downfall. Sister, for the sake of the group, make your choice quickly.
The stock price has collapsed like this. What are you waiting for? Resign immediately and hand over your shares? If you delay any longer, you will squander the savings of several generations of the Zhou family.
Have you finished speaking?
Zhou Feilin, how can you treat this as a joke? Your arrogance will ruin the Zhou family. The evidence is conclusive and the consequences are serious. You must...
Director Zhou, bad news.
Speak.
The European KS Group just unilaterally announced the termination of its cooperation with us on the core project, citing a trust crisis. The legal department is handling it urgently, but they have a tough attitude.
Zhou Feilin, did you hear that? This is all the disaster you brought. The core project has failed, and billions of investment funds have gone down the drain. Zhou Feilin, how long are you going to drag this out? Resign immediately and hand over your shares.
Right now. Every second you delay, the losses of Zhou Group increase exponentially. Do you want to drag Zhou Group down with you?
Elder sister, if you step down now, you can still leave a glimmer of hope for the group. If you delay any longer, you will become a sinner for eternity.
That's right. What we can't get, you fucking can't get either. Do you really want to drag Zhou Group to die with you? Sign it quickly.
Zhou Feilin, the collapse of the KS cooperation is just the beginning. Every second you hesitate to sign, the disaster will grow. Sign it now.
You don't have time to think. Sign.
Quickly. Don't force us to take more ruthless measures.
Hello, okay, I'll handle it right away. Director Zhou, the bank.
Speak.
The bank has sent an urgent notice. They require us to immediately add collateral or repay the debt in advance. Otherwise, they will initiate risk control procedures. They'll freeze our accounts.
Zhou Feilin, did you hear that? This is all the trouble you caused. Sign it right now. Otherwise, I'll announce the bankruptcy of Zhou Group tomorrow. What we can't get, you won't be able to keep a single cent of either.
Elder sister, just sign it quickly. This way we can still preserve the last bit of Zhou Group's dignity. Don't let everything be destroyed in your hands. Once bankruptcy liquidation starts, no one will get a penny. This is a lose-lose situation, and it will be the final nail in your pillar of shame.
Director Zhou, it's a disaster. Our stock has plummeted across the board. The stock exchange has sent us an inquiry letter, and the Securities Regulatory Commission has also launched a comprehensive investigation. Our building is surrounded. Outside is complete chaos.
I see. To achieve your goal, you really will stop at nothing, even letting father's lifelong hard work go down the drain?
Elder sister, that's a serious thing to say. We didn't destroy it. You destroyed it yourself.
What we can't get, you won't get either. Either hand over the power and family assets, or we all go down together.
Joe Phelan, it's all you. You're the one who destroyed Joe Group. Sign it right now. This is your last chance. Hand over Zoe Group now? As long as you hand it over, we can still leave a glimmer of breathing room for you and Joe Group. Sign it and leave Joe Group. Otherwise, hold on to this mess and go to hell together.
Enough. Do you think you've got me cornered? Or do you think you've taken control of Joe Group?
Stop putting on a brave front. I don't believe you had preparations ready. This is impossible.
How can it be so detailed?
Slander! This is slander! Joe Phelan, you're the one behind this, damn it.
A shocking reversal has occurred in the Zhou family background scandal. Ms. Dai Jinyao has been confirmed to have interfered in someone else's marriage in her early years. Mr. Zhou Junchen was involved in vicious school bullying during his study abroad, causing disability to others. Ms. Zhou Jiarui's prestigious school degree and core papers have been confirmed to be academic fraud. Mr. Zhou Junsheng was once suspected of a serious hit-and-run accident and fleeing the scene. At the same time, Zhou Group has presented evidence and will pursue legal responsibility against the instigators who slandered and spread rumors about Ms. Zhou Phelan. Zhou Group's stock price has rebounded in response. For details, please pay attention to our station's follow-up reports.
I took the dirty water you splashed on me, and now it's time for everyone to see what real conclusive evidence is. You've stirred up trouble using public opinion. Have you had enough fun? You don't even deserve to mention the Zhou family's honor. Now, get out of my office. See them out.
Everyone, please. Hello. Oh, okay.
Director Zhou, public opinion has completely reversed. Just now, KS Group called and said the previous incident was a misunderstanding and they are willing to continue cooperation. The bank has also canceled a request to freeze the account, and the stock price is rebounding rapidly. Additionally, regarding the case of your mother, Ms. Shen Yazi, the key evidence has been well protected and the witness is safe and ready to provide testimony at any time.
Good. Keep the witness safe.
Yes.
For all these debts, I will make you pay back with interest, with your lives.
There are serious deviations in the core data of the Xingyao Future City project, and key parameters have been tampered with. Chuanke Capital, the main partner, suddenly announced the termination of the contract and withdrew all funds. The project has completely failed, and the company has suffered a direct loss of more than 2 billion yuan.
2 billion yuan?
Zhou Junchen, is this the ladder to success you boasted about and swore to guarantee? You are pushing the group into a pit of fire.
Who gave you the courage to falsify the core data? How are you going to make up for the 2 billion yuan loss?
It's not me. Someone must be framing me. This data is wrong.
Framing. It must be Joe Phelan who framed my son. She has always been jealous of Junchen. Don't be deceived by her.
Quiet. Zhou Junchen is fully responsible for this project. He has full access to resources, funds, and signing authority. And all decisions are supported by meeting minutes and signed documents. Now is not the time to investigate possible framing, but to deal with the confirmed huge losses and the person responsible.
Director Zhou, what do you think we should do?
First, terminate all positions of Zhou Junchen in the group and its affiliated companies. Second, freeze all assets and shares under Zhou Junchen's name for debt repayment. Third, immediately remove Zhou Junchen from the group's senior management and never rehire him. The meeting is adjourned.
Joe Phelan, you are so ruthless. Just wait and see.
Director Zhou, the witness is safe.
Is the witness definitely safe? Yes. Good.
Sister, Junchen brought this on himself. I'm apologizing to you on his behalf. If we keep fighting among ourselves, we'll only become a laughingstock to outsiders and damage the group. We need to prioritize the bigger picture.
So?
I'm willing to give up most of my rights and interests, as long as you agree to reinstate the living expenses from the trust fund. Just enough for Mom and me to live a stable life. I promise we will never interfere in any of the group's affairs.
Stable life? Weren't you the ones pushing to get on the board of directors and divide the family assets just now?
Back then, we were blinded by greed. Now I understand. Only when the family is harmonious can everything thrive. Besides, Dad, looking down from heaven, would also want to see us living in harmony, right? Moreover, Dad transferred the trust to us so early on. That shows he had us in his heart.
Does it matter what he thought? What matters is what you do. We can talk about you living a stable life, but the prerequisite is that you stay absolutely out of trouble.
Of course, we'll stay out of trouble, sister. You can rest assured.
Elder sister, wait a minute. I have something to say.
Speak.
My brother is done for. Elder sister, she came to you to make peace today, didn't she? Can her words be trusted? I don't want to go to jail. Elder sister, about that street racing incident, I know I was wrong.
It's good that you realize your mistake. Pulling back from the brink is the choice of a wise person.
Elder sister, what do you mean by that? What should I do?
Be law-abiding and distance yourself in time. I'll secure a clean, decent job for you. But the condition is that you completely cut off all ties with Zhou Jirui and Dai Jinyao. Their ship is about to sink. You choose for yourself.
Mom, Zhou Feilin didn't give in, but she didn't close the door completely either. She's testing me.
That little witch is impervious to reason. Where's Junsheng? Where on earth is that kid? I can't even get through to him on the phone. Where have you been? Do you know what time it is? How dare you run around like this?
I didn't go anywhere. I just went out to get some air.
Get some air? Zhou Junsheng, did you meet someone?
Ms. Zhou, I have found this crucial supplementary document. Please take a look. This is Article 1 of the Annex to the Trust Fund Terms. The final interpretation right, unconditional ownership right, and exclusive right of the beneficial interest of this trust shall belong to Miss Zhou Feilin. And this is a sealed handwritten letter left by Mr. Zhou Qianhe at the same time, which was sealed under my witness.
Therefore, from the very beginning, the power of life and death has been in my hands.
Yes. Mr. Zhou was far-sighted. He left you an absolute backup plan. Dai Jinyao and her son have never had the bargaining chip they always thought they had. When do you think we can announce this?
No hurry, let them enjoy their dream a little longer. Delivering a fatal blow to the enemy at the most appropriate time is the greatest respect we can show them. Inform the finance department and the legal department to make all preparations. The time for liquidation is coming.
Go, catch her! Boss?
Who ordered you to do this?
It was a guy called Brother Chen. He gave me 500,000 yuan, telling me to scare you or cause an accident. I really didn't mean to kill anyone.
Brother Chen? Who's that? Say his full name.
I think it's Zhou Junchen, the young master of the Zhou family. It was Changzi, one of his men, who contacted us. This has nothing to do with me.
Get out.
What? Junchen was taken away by the police? Kidnapping? Impossible, this can't be true. Zhou Feilin, you're a devil. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Mom, brother. Could he be?
It's her, Zhou Feilin. She set this up. Jiari, she's trying to destroy our whole family.
Mom.
What do we do? What do we do now?
Ms. Zhou Yunshin, is involved in abetting an attempted kidnapping. Now the evidence is conclusive, and he has been taken away by the police. Dai Jinyao's side is in total chaos.
Good. You can announce the news that Zhou Junchen has been detained on criminal charges. Besides, it's also time to let everyone see the real content of that trust fund.
Director Zhou, Private Detective Lao Ke has made a breakthrough. This is a confession recording secretly left by Dr. Liu Wenbin, Ms. Shen's attending physician back then, before he emigrated overseas. He has been tormented in his heart for many years.
I confess. Back then, Dai Jinyao found me. She gave me a sum of money I couldn't earn in a lifetime. She also threatened me, saying she wanted to tamper with Miss Shen Yaji's medicine and adjust the dosage a little. She said it would just make her sleep a little longer and wouldn't be fatal. I was bewitched and did as she said. As a result, her condition took a sudden turn for the worse, and soon after that, I'm not human. I'm not human. I deserve to die.
This was found by Detective Lao Kei in the cellar of Liu Wenbin's house. This should be the sample of the pills he secretly withheld back then. And this is the original note from Dai Jinyao telling him to adjust the dosage.
Dai Jinyao, it really is you.
Director Zhou, now the evidence chain is complete. Should we call the police immediately?
Call the police. Some debts must be repaid with blood. Some grudges must be avenged personally. Mom, the debts they owe you, your daughter will collect them.
Phelan, you went to all this trouble to call me here. Can't you say what you have to say over the phone? Did you finally come around and agree to restore the trust?
Shut up, listen.
Dai Jinyao found me, gave me a sum of money I couldn't earn in a lifetime, and told me to tamper with Shen Yaji's medicine.
Give it to me. Slander. This is all slander.
Slander? Are the pill samples here and the dosage adjustment note you wrote by hand all slander too?
How could this thing be here? It should have been
destroyed long ago, right? Just like how you thought back then. If you got rid of my mom, you could rest easy. Dai Jinyao, from the moment you shamelessly climbed into my dad's bed, to the time you poisoned my mom to death, little by little, and then later spied on me, controlled me, and tried to take everything from me. Did you really think all these things you did could be hidden from the world?
It wasn't me. Sister Yaji, she died of an illness. Sister Yaji died of an illness. It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Zhou Junshin's imprisonment is just the beginning. Don't worry, I won't let you die. I'll let you live in pain and clarity. I want everything that everyone around you worked so hard to get, all their wealth and status, to vanish completely. Your favorite children, Zhou Junsheng and Zhou Jiarui. They will lose everything little by little because of the sins you committed. Enjoy the hell that awaits you for the rest of your life. Keep a close eye on her. Don't let her die. Contact Zhou Jiarui, tell her Dai Jinyao is visiting me here, and let her decide what to do.
Elder sister, about mom, and brother? Are all those things true? Did mom really kill your mother?
See for yourself.
This is crazy. Everyone's crazy. Brother tried to kidnap you, and mom... This is terrifying.
Terrifying? This is the mother and brother you respect so much. Zhou Junsheng, now it's your turn. This is a sum of money, enough for you to live a stable life in a small city abroad. This is a new passport, and the identity is new too.
What does this mean?
I want you to leave here, immediately, right now. Change your name, forget everything here, never come back, and don't have any contact with the Zhou family. This is your last and only chance.
I'll leave. Can you promise? Promise not to pursue the things I did before?
For Dad's sake, I'll let you go. But the condition is that you disappear completely. Otherwise,
I'll go. I'll never come back.
Zhou Junsheng, farewell forever. Linjian, the target is left. Notify all shareholders and the media 10 a.m. tomorrow in the group meeting hall at the headquarters. It's time for Zhou Group to undergo a thorough reckoning.
Elder sister, don't be in a hurry to hold your victory celebration. Take a look at this. The accounts of these offshore companies under Huanyu Singhan. Interesting, aren't they? To plan and transfer assets, your methods are ruthless enough and dirty enough. What do you think would happen if these materials were leaked? Or if the media waiting for you to settle scores with me tomorrow got their hands on them?
So?
My demands are simple. First, immediately restore the trust fund and give me 10 years of living expenses in one go according to the maximum amount. Second, give me $500 million in cash, US dollars, and it has to be in cash. Third, immediately arrange for Mom and me to leave the country. As long as you agree to these materials will disappear completely.
500 million in cash? Leaving the country? Zhou Jiari, have you lost your mind? Do you know your mom is now a lunatic? Your brother is still in jail. What right do you have to negotiate terms with me?
Cut the crap, Zhou Feilin. These materials are enough to ruin your reputation, even get you locked up to join my brother. Do you want to fight to the death or take a step back? Choose one.
Fight to the death? Do you even deserve that? Zhou Jiarui, you found these things. You can't really think this is all your own doing, right?
What do you mean?
These so-called gray operations are just bait I put out, waiting for a stupid fish like you to take the hook. Even those special channels you found were all arranged by me.
Are you scheming against me?
I scheming against you? At most, I'm just throwing out garbage. Zhou Jiarui, the things in your hand can't threaten me at all. Linjian, bring the people in. Linjian, bring the people in.
Bring who? What are you gonna do?
You'll find out right now. Zhou Jiarui, in my capacity as the group's chairman, I formally accuse you of extortion, theft of commercial secrets, and covering up the murder committed by your mother, Dai Jinyao.
Zhou Jiarui, the evidence is conclusive. You're under arrest.
That's not true. Impossible. I didn't do it. It's not me. Zhou Feilin, are you really this vicious? You actually plotted against me.
Captain Zhang, this is the evidence of Zhou Jiarui's alleged extortion, including audio and video recordings, and the key evidence that her mother, Dai Jinyao, is suspected of murdering my mother, Shen Yaji. I'll have Lin Jin send it over later.
All right, thank you for your cooperation, Director Zhou. Take her away.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Zhou Feilin, do you think you've won? Just wait and see. If Zhou Group falls, you won't die a good death either. Just wait. I also know...
Director Zhou, all evidence chains are complete, and the media and shareholders have all been notified.
It's time for this to end. The net of justice is wide. Now the Zhou family should be cleansed too.
Ms. Zhou Jiarui, what is your response to the extortion charges against you? Also, is Ms. Dai Jinyao's mental health issue real?
What is Zhou Junshen's condition in the detention center? Has Zhou Junsheng really left the country?
Ms. Zhou, please say something.
Zhou Feilin, do you think you've won? Dream on. I definitely still have things you can't imagine in my hands. Just wait. When the Zhou family falls, you'll fall too.
Ms. Zhou, please say a little more.
Director Zhou, I definitely still have things you can't imagine in my hands.
Chu Junsheng has been confirmed to have boarded the plane and left the country. Dai Jinyao has been involuntarily sent to a mental health institution. For Zhou Junshen and Zhou Jiarui's cases, the evidence chain is complete, and the possibility of reversing the verdict is extremely low. Public opinion has now completely turned to our side.
I see.
Director Zhou, regarding what Zhou Jiarui shouted at the end. Do you think she really has a backup plan? Could it be just a bluff?
It's just the whimper of a defeated dog, a last-ditch struggle, nothing but a bluff. No need to pay attention to her. Proceed with the press conference as planned. From this point on, all unfounded charges against our Zhou group will be transferred to the court for handling in accordance with the law. The group has cleared away the darkness. In the future, we will move forward with a light burden, and at the same time, we will clean up non-performing assets and step into a new chapter of development. Speak.
Director Zhou, the press conference was extremely effective. Additionally, when the technical department was conducting in-depth cleaning of Zhou Jiarui's personal devices, they found an encrypted file pointing to access rights for an overseas encrypted account. But the key doesn't seem to be on her frequently used devices. We are currently investigating.
Zhou Feilin, do you think you've won? Dream on. I definitely still have things you can't imagine in my hands. Just wait. When the Zhou family falls, you'll fall too.
All right, keep investigating for me. Report immediately if there's any abnormality.
Director Zhou, something terrible has happened. The well-known overseas journalist William Carter just publicly published an article on his global platform and international website. The title is highly provocative. Blood and Tears Inheritance. The eldest daughter of an Asian tycoon stops at nothing to fight for family fortune. Younger siblings sent to prison or driven insane, one after another. The core of the article accuses you of using illegal means to frame your younger siblings and deprive them of their inheritance rights. It also implies that Zhou Junshin's kidnapping was a trap you set. The evidence of Zhou Jiarui's extortion is questionable. What's more infuriating is that it also implies there is another hidden truth behind your mother Shen Yazi's death back then. Even more outrageous is that he claims you are suspected of murdering your father in order to inherit the family fortune as soon as possible. Now, of being suspected of murdering your father.
Overseas, William Carter? So this is Zhou Jiarui's backup plan.
The report is spreading extremely fast. There have been a lot of reprints outside, and some domestic self-media bloggers are also following up with reports. There's a risk that public opinion will be confused. The PR department requests the activation of an emergency plan.
An emergency plan? Do we need a plan for this kind of cockroach that hides in the dark and shoots cold arrows? Immediately connect me to William's private encrypted channel. Lin Jian, go do 3 things right now. First, contact the legal department immediately. Prepare a cross-border lawsuit against William for defaming Zhou Group and infringing on our reputation rights. I want the maximum claim amount. Second, translate all the evidence we have. Zhou Junshin's threats of kidnapping, Zhou Jiarui's defamation and extortion, and the complete evidence chain of her mother, Dai Jinyao, murdering my mother, into English and organize them into a press release. Third, send the organized press release and evidence chain to the overseas mainstream media partners I asked you to contact earlier. And prepare for release.
Yes, Director Zhou, I'll do it right away.
Wait, one more thing. Leak the news that Zhou Group will hold a press conference. And I will personally clarify all the false rumors about the group in recent days, one by one.
Yes.
Hello, Director Zhou. Mr. William Carter's private phone line is connected. I will transfer it to you immediately.
Hi, William. This is Wendy speaking. I received the newspaper from abroad, and I know what you're doing. So right now, I'm going to give you 2 choices. First, you delete all the full of lies. Second, I will sue you with the most solid evidence. My legal team is the most experienced, and you will definitely lose this lawsuit. Okay, this is all up to your choice. Time is limited.
Director Zhou, all the false reports by William Carter on his platforms have disappeared. He has pinned a new video on his homepage, expressing deep apologies for the false reports about Ms. Zhou Feilin and Zhou Group, stating that the relevant content has been permanently deleted, and he will cooperate with the investigation via private messages later.
Good. He chose a relatively decent way to end this. This is just a warning. To let all those who want to take advantage of Zhou Group's troubles take a good look at it, what price they have to pay for messing with me, Zhou Feilin. Linjen, continue preparing for our press conference and release our evidence and statement as planned.
Understood.
First of all, thank you all media friends for coming. Recently, a series of reports based on lies and slander have caused serious damage to my personal reputation and that of Zhou Group. Today, I will speak with legal evidence and facts to clarify all false rumors one by one. First, regarding the claim that I persecuted my younger siblings. This is the case filing receipt and key evidence from the Intermediate People's Court of this city regarding Zhou Junshin's suspected kidnapping and abetting crimes, which is sufficient to prove that his criminal facts are conclusive and have nothing to do with me. This is the case filing receipt and key evidence of Zhou Jiarui's suspected extortion and disclosure of commercial secrets. Her previous accusations against me were nothing but a counterattack after her criminal facts were exposed, a retaliatory smearing. Second, regarding the rumor of fighting for family property. This is part of the evidence that Ms. Dai Jinyao and her children wantonly squandered the trust fund and attempted to embezzle the group's assets while claiming that they were living in hardship. She doesn't care about the group's development at all. She only cares about satisfying their personal desires. Third, regarding the cause of death of my mother, Ms. Shen Yaji. Third, regarding the death of my mother, Ms. Shen Yaji. There have always been endless speculations about the cause of her death from the outside world, and I, more than anyone else, want to know the truth. I have collected various legal evidences and hope to reopen the case for investigation. My mother, Ms. Shen Yaji, was a kind and resilient person. Her passing is an unhealable pain in my life forever. Any act of using her death to slander and defame me is a heart-wrenching evil, and I will never tolerate it. All the above evidence is subject to supervision by the public and the law. Our Zhou Group will always use legal weapons to defend our legitimate rights and interests. In the future, if we encounter slander or threats again, we will definitely make the wrongdoers pay the due legal price. The innocent are innocent by nature, and the guilty are guilty by nature. Thank you all for coming.
Director Zhou, the effect is excellent. Public opinion has completely reversed. Voices supporting us are in the majority, with positive comments online exceeding 90%. And that previous false report has also been effectively contained.
Got it.
Director Zhou, the technical department has another new discovery. They traced the last risky access IP of Zhou Jiarui's private account, which points to a high-end private sanatorium in this city.
Is it the same sanatorium where Dai Jinyao is staying? Investigate it. Dig deeper for me. I want to see clearly whether the mastermind behind this is a ghost hiding in the dark or a living person.
Yes.
Now that the public opinion issue is resolved, it's time to deal with the internal spies in the family.
Chairperson Zhou, regarding the recent turbulence in the group, we believe there are serious omissions in the supervisory function of the board of directors, and it is necessary to re-examine the qualification of some directors to perform their duties.
Director Wang, Director Li, Director Zhang, stand up. Read it.
According to the joint investigation results of the Independent Audit Committee and the Compliance Department, over the past 3 years, Director Wang Jinzhu has conducted 7 unfair related party transactions with Ms. Dai Jinyao and her children Zhou Jiarui and Zhou Junshin through shell companies controlled by his relatives, involving a total amount of 870 million yuan and causing a direct loss of 190 million yuan to the group. Director Li Fengmao has repeatedly leaked the group's core commercial secrets to Ms. Zhou Jiarui and has records of accepting bribes from her overseas accounts. Director Zhang Daoyan abused his authority to illegally provide financing guarantees for Mr. Zhou Junshin's failed projects, leading the group to additionally bear a debt risk of 530 million yuan. The above evidence is conclusive and has all been transferred to the judicial authorities.
In accordance with the company's Articles of Association and Shareholder Agreement, in my capacity as the group's largest shareholder and chairman, I announce the immediate dismissal of Wang Jinzhu, Li Fengmao, and Zhang Daoyan from their positions as directors. Their actions are suspected of violating laws and committing crimes and will be handed over to the judicial authorities for handling in accordance with the law. The group will also reserve the right to claim compensation. Gentlemen, please leave. Next, we will conduct the nomination and voting for new board members. Mr. Lin Jian, current Group Vice President of Operations, whose past performance is obvious to all, Mr. Zhao Qiming, an audit expert and current Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Chen Xiang, current Director of the Strategic Investment Department, who has led multiple successful projects. Those in favor, please raise your hands. The turbulent era of Zhou Group has come to an end. Starting today, the group will focus on innovation and development. Any internal moth that hinders the group's development and damages the interests of shareholders will be completely eliminated, whether in the past or in the future. Meeting adjourned.
Director Zhou, the reorganization of the board of directors has been successfully completed. All key positions have been assigned to reliable personnel, and the group's internal operations are now as solid as a rock.
Very good. The foundation is solid. Next, it's time to clean up the last dust. At the sanatorium, are there any new findings regarding Dai Jinyao's condition?
I was just about to report to you according to the sanatorium's surveillance records, when Zhou Jiarui's private account was last accessed. There was a brief network fluctuation in the VIP ward where Dai Jinyao is staying. What's more suspicious is that her personal caregiver received a small overseas remittance of unknown origin the night before the incident.
Pretending to be insane, just a last-ditch struggle. Investigate. Find out the details of that caregiver and the source of that money. I want to see clearly whether our dear Aunt Dai is just putting on an act or waiting for someone.
Director Zhou, there's a new development at the sanatorium. The caregiver confessed that the sum of money was forwarded under instructions sent via a dead drop before Zhou Jiarui was arrested. The specific purpose hasn't been clarified yet. But there are abnormal fluctuations in Dai Jinyao's physiological indicator tests. She doesn't look like she's truly unconscious.
Keep monitoring her. Pretending to be insane? She needs to know there's a price to pay for faking madness.
Hello, may I ask if Ms. Dai Jinyao's current physical condition allows her to be questioned?
Her physiological indicators are normal, but the mental assessment result still shows confusion. However, legal procedures take priority.
Ms. Dai Jinyao, I'm Officer Zhang. I'm formally notifying you regarding the case of Ms. Shen Yaji's death. After reviewing the relevant new evidence, our bureau has decided to file a case and investigate this matter. As a major suspect in this case, we are now taking compulsory measures against you in accordance with the law. Please cooperate with the investigation. Take her away.
Mom, Dai Jinyao, the one who harmed you, was taken away by the police today. Your case has been reopened for investigation. All evidence points to her. She can't escape. None of those who hurt you will be let off. Everyone who has stained their hands with your blood will eventually pay the price for what they did. I've protected the Zhou family just as you instructed back then. Protected it clean and intact. From now on, no one will be able to defile this family again. Mom, you can rest easy. For the road ahead, your daughter will watch over it for you.
Director Zhou, all legal procedures have been completed. Based on the prenuptial agreement signed by Mr. Zhou Xianhe during his lifetime and the approval of the claim for recovery of unjust enrichment, the court has finally ruled Dai Jinyao, and her children are deprived of the right to claim Mr. Zhou Xianhe's inheritance and all rights and interests in Zhou Group. At the same time, our claim for recovery is fully supported.
The specific implementation details are as follows. The 3 top-tier luxury houses under Dai Jinyao's name, which were gifted by Zhou Qianhe, the 7 top-tier luxury cars under her name and her children's names, as well as the jewelry and art collections worth approximately 300 million yuan, obtained over the years have all been seized by the court and will soon be publicly auctioned. All proceeds from the auction will be used to recover her unjustly enriched assets.
In addition, based on the supplementary clause of the trust fund established by Mr. Zhou Qianhe, we have successfully pursued the case, frozen and recovered the huge amount of funds that Dai Jinyao and her children obtained from the trust fund over the past 10 years, which exceeded the reasonable living security. The total amount is approximately 800 million yuan. Coupled with the balance from the auction of her other properties, Dai Jinyao is currently insolvent, and her personal accounts have also been frozen.
Good. Everything shall be handled in accordance with legal procedures. We must recover every penny we are entitled to.
Ms. Dai, in accordance with the court's ruling, the villa properties under your name and the relevant items in the houses have been inventoried and confiscated. They will be legally auctioned later, and the proceeds will be used to settle your unjust enrichment debts. We are hereby notifying you in accordance with the law.
Everything is gone. Zhou Feilin, you have such a cruel heart. You won't even leave me a single memory to hold on to. Qianhe, look at your daughter. Look at your good daughter.
All assets under your name have been sealed up by the Court Enforcement Bureau and will soon be publicly auctioned. All proceeds will be used to settle the unjust enrichment debts.
You want to wipe me out completely, don't you? Zhou Feilin, you really are ruthless enough. Tell her I haven't lost yet. That thing, it's time to use it.
Director Zhou, the judgment has come down. Zhou Junshin was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and Zhou Jirui to 12 years. Dai Jinyao's case has officially entered the public prosecution stage, and the media are following up on the subsequent developments.
Tell Zhou Feilin, whether it's 15 years or 12 years, I admit defeat now. But that old lunatic Dai Jinyao is different. If she really gets sentenced to death or life imprisonment, she'll spill all those dirty things in court by then. Just think about that scene.
Director Zhou, there's a recording I want you to listen to.
I haven't finished talking yet. It's time to use that thing.
Zhu Jiarui deliberately made remarks in prison. She attempted to use the Dai Jinyao case to create chaos and public opinion pressure during the public prosecution stage.
It's just a last-ditch struggle, nothing but a bluff. Does she think she can escape legal punishment this way? Her mother, Dai Jinyao, is a lunatic in the first place. What significance can a lunatic's testimony have in the face of a professional judicial psychiatric evaluation? Proceed as planned, and don't be disturbed by anything.
Yes, Director Zhou.
Feilin.
Aunt, uncle, why have you come?
Feilin, I know they were in the wrong first, but we're all family. Blood is thicker than water. Why do you have to make things so awkward?
Junshin, Jiarui, Junsheng, they're all still young. You're pushing them to a dead end and wiping them out. Isn't that going too far? The Zhou family can't stand such turmoil.
Uncle, it was they who put a knife to the Zhou family's neck first. Some debts must be repaid with blood, just like my mother's death. It's not me who pushed them to a dead end, it's themselves.
Are you still going to listen to your uncle? I'll advise you one last time. Don't push your younger siblings so hard. Otherwise, you won't be able to hold on to that chairman position either.
There's no room for negotiation on this matter. Lin Jian, execute as planned.
Yes, Director Zhou.
You...
Mom, for those who harmed you, prison or hell will be their final destination. Dad, I've protected the Zhou family, clean and intact, just as you wished. But the weight on my heart seems even heavier than before.